Hamsters have a special place in the world of pets. They're small, fluffy, irresistibly cute, and often thought of as the perfect starter pet. You walk into a pet store, and there they are, tiny paws, twitching noses, stuffing their cheeks full of seeds like it's their life mission. For many of us, that's all it takes. You fall in love, bring one home, set up a little cage, and suddenly you're the proud owner of your very own hamster. But here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. Hamsters may be tiny, but their needs are surprisingly big. They're not just simple, low-maintenance pets you can stick in a cage and forget about. In fact, hamsters are incredibly sensitive creatures. They can feel stress, unhappiness, boredom, and even depression. Yes, depression, something most people would never imagine a hamster could experience. And because they can't talk to us, they rely on subtle signals, behaviors, noises, and habits to tell us when something isn't right. The trouble is, a lot of new hamster owners miss these signs. They assume their pet is just quirky or active or lazy, when in reality, the hamster is struggling. So today, I want to take you on a journey inside the world of hamster emotions. We'll look at the clear signs that your hamster is unhappy, explore the reasons behind them, and most importantly, learn what you can do to make your furry friend feel safe, comfortable, and loved. Along the way, I'll share real-life examples, comparisons to our own human experiences, and even some surprising facts that may just change how you see these little animals forever. Hamsters are naturally quiet creatures. You won't hear them barking like dogs or meowing like cats. Most of the time, their noises are subtle, tiny squeaks when they're curious, soft rustling sounds when they burrow, or the pitter-patter of paws on a wheel in the middle of the night. But imagine this. You're sitting in your room, scrolling through your phone, when suddenly your hamster lets out a sharp, high-pitched screech. Then another, and another. It's loud enough to make you jump. You lean in closer to the cage and hear what sounds like hissing, maybe even growling. For a moment you wonder, is my hamster angry at me? The truth is, when a hamster starts making more noise than usual, it's not because it suddenly learned how to talk. It's because it's trying to communicate distress. Vocalizations are one of the first signs something is wrong. Think of it like a fire alarm. It doesn't go off unless there's smoke. Maybe your hamster is sick. Respiratory infections are common in small rodents, and symptoms like sneezing, nasal discharge, or watery eyes often come with unusual vocal sounds. Or maybe your hamster is in pain. Imagine having a toothache but no way to tell anyone. That's what your hamster feels if its teeth are overgrown. But sometimes the noises are a cry of stress. Hamsters get startled easily. A sudden loud noise, a cage mate that's too aggressive, or even being handled too roughly can send them into a vocal frenzy. And here's the part that hits home. If we don't listen, we risk ignoring their only way of asking for help. Let's say you open the cage door one day, expecting your hamster to waddle out and sniff your hand like usual. Instead, it lunges at you. It bares its teeth. Maybe it even bites you. That little furball suddenly feels more like a wild beast. What happened? Did your sweet hamster just turn evil overnight? Not exactly. Aggression in hamsters is often misunderstood. Most hamsters are naturally docile, but when they lash out, it's almost always because of stress, fear, or discomfort. Think of it this way. If you were trapped in a small, cramped room with no entertainment and someone kept poking at you, wouldn't you get cranky too? One of the biggest culprits is cage size. Many pet store cages are marketed as perfect homes, but are actually far too small. A hamster that spends its days pacing in circles, biting cage bars, and lunging at hands is showing signs of what experts call cage rage. I remember a story from a fellow hamster owner. She had bought a small plastic cage because the packaging said it was ideal for hamsters. At first, her hamster seemed fine, but within a month, it began chewing relentlessly on the bars. Its eyes became red and irritated, and it bit her whenever she tried to pick it up. Desperate, she upgraded to a much larger enclosure with tunnels, chew toys, and bedding for digging. Within weeks, the aggression faded. The hamster became calmer, even affectionate. It wasn't that the hamster had a bad personality. It was that the hamster had been trying to scream through its behavior. "I need more space." Hamsters are escape artists. If you've ever had one, you know how determined they can be. They climb cage bars like acrobats, chew relentlessly at corners, and sometimes even manage to push open loose cage doors. At first, it can seem funny. You joke that your hamster is plotting a prison break. But the truth is, escape attempts are another sign of unhappiness. In the wild, hamsters run for miles every night. They dig elaborate tunnels, collect food, and explore vast territories. When confined to a small space, their instincts don't disappear. They just get frustrated. Imagine being a marathon runner stuck in a tiny hotel room with no way to stretch your legs. That's what your hamster feels when it doesn't have enough room to roam. So it does the only thing it knows how to do: try to get out. The solution isn't to scold your hamster or block its efforts. It's to give it the kind of environment where it doesn't want to escape. Larger cages, deeper bedding for digging, and plenty of toys transform escape attempts into healthy exploration. One of the cutest things about hamsters is watching them run on their wheels. They go at it with such intensity, sometimes running for hours without stopping. It's impressive, even inspiring. But here's the catch. When your hamster is running obsessively or pacing back and forth in its cage, it may not just be exercising, it may be signaling boredom or stress. Think about the last time you felt restless. Maybe you tapped your foot endlessly during a boring meeting. Maybe you paced the room while waiting for a phone call. That repetitive movement wasn't because you wanted to. It was because you didn't know what else to do. Hamsters do the same. Without enough stimulation, they fall into repetitive patterns. And while running on a wheel is healthy, doing it excessively can mean they're trying to burn off anxiety. That's why enrichment is so important. A well-rounded hamster environment should include more than just a wheel. Chew toys help relieve stress and keep teeth healthy. Tunnels and tubes mimic their natural instinct to burrow and explore. Even simple cardboard rolls or homemade mazes can turn a dull cage into an exciting playground. When a hamster has variety in its environment, it doesn't just run in circles. It engages, explores, and thrives. Now let's flip the story. Instead of endless activity, your hamster barely moves. It spends most of the day and night curled up in a corner. You tap on the cage, offer a treat, even pick it up, but it barely responds. This isn't just a lazy hamster. Lethargy is one of the clearest signs that something is wrong. There are many possible reasons. Maybe the cage is too small, and the hamster has given up on trying to be active. Maybe the temperature is off. Too hot or too cold can sap their energy. Maybe the diet isn't balanced, leaving them weak. And yes, hamsters can even experience depression, especially in the winter months when there's less daylight. I've heard stories of hamsters who perked right back up after their owners adjusted the cage environment, added fresh vegetables to their diet, or moved them into a brighter room. But I've also heard of cases where lethargy meant something more serious, an illness that required immediate vet attention. The lesson? Never ignore a hamster that suddenly seems slower than usual. It's their way of whispering, "I don't feel good." Hamsters are meticulous groomers. They'll wash their faces, lick their fur, and tidy themselves up multiple times a day. Watching a hamster sit back on its haunches and clean its tiny paws is one of the cutest sights in the world. But sometimes, grooming can cross the line. If you notice bald patches, redness, sores, or flaky skin, it's no longer healthy. It's obsessive. Over-grooming is often a response to stress. Loud noises, constant handling, or sudden changes in their environment can trigger it. But it can also be caused by parasites, allergies, or skin infections. One owner I spoke to described how her hamster developed a bald patch on its side from over-grooming. At first, she thought it was just shedding, but when she took it to the vet, she learned the hamster had mites. A simple treatment solved the problem, and the over-grooming stopped. The point is, grooming is normal, but over-grooming is a red flag. It's the hamster's way of saying, something's irritating me, and I can't stop. So, what's the takeaway from all these signs? It's simple. Hamsters may be small, but their needs are anything but. They require space to move, toys to play with, safe hiding spots, and a balanced diet. They need an environment that mimics the wild, even if it's inside your living room. The minimum recommended cage size is 39 by 19 inches, but bigger is always better. Deep bedding allows them to dig and burrow. Wheels sized properly for their breed prevent back injuries. A mix of toys and tunnels keeps them from getting bored. And regular health checks ensure problems are caught early. But beyond the physical needs, hamsters also need your attention. Handling them gently, letting them explore safely outside their cage, and even just spending time nearby helps build trust. Over time, that bond grows. The hamster that once bit you may one day crawl onto your hand willingly, twitching its whiskers in curiosity. You might wonder, why go through all this trouble for a tiny pet that only lives 2 to 3 years? Because every life matters, no matter how small. For the hamster, you are their entire world. They rely on you not just for food and water, but for comfort, safety, and happiness. And when you care for them properly, the rewards are greater than you might expect. You'll see a tiny creature transform from stressed and withdrawn to curious and playful. You'll witness moments of pure joy as they tunnel through bedding, stuff their cheeks with treats, or curl up peacefully in your hand. And in those moments, you'll realize something profound. Happiness isn't about size. It's about care, love, and respect. Hamsters may not speak our language, but they don't need to. Their behaviors tell the story. Aggression, escape attempts, endless pacing, lethargy, or over-grooming. These are all messages. And when we listen, we give them the life they deserve. So, the next time you see your hamster doing something unusual, pause and ask yourself, what are they trying to tell me? Because in the end, a happy hamster doesn't just mean a content pet. It means you've created a tiny world filled with comfort, adventure, and love. And that, to me, is one of the greatest joys of being a pet owner. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you better understand your hamster, hit the like button, subscribe for more animal care tips, and share this with other pet lovers. Together we can make the world a little brighter for even the smallest of creatures.